Welcome back everybody to the server. I just wanted to show you a quick status update, and a lot has probably changed since you were last here. We spent a ton of money and we are now broke. If you look at our loan is currently set to the max. So you might wonder, where's the loan? I think I just went right past it. All right, there, yeah. So we took out a maximum loan. We bought a ton of fields. You can see there we bought all the fields over to the east of the farm at the dairy farm. And we are in the middle of doing some stuff. So what we did is this field is in the middle of being subsoiled. So you can kind of see the lines over here. I did combine all the fields together over here. So 70, 78, and 71, 2, and 3. Those fields are all combined into one field. It looks like TCAP is on the server. He is cultivating and plowing. So it looks like he might actually be close to finishing up the plowing. We can see him driving over there. We decided to buy a pretty massive tractor. You can see how big it is there. So yeah, it's a pretty big tractor. And yeah, it's got the subsoiler and the cultivator attached there. And he is just about done. Let's take a look there. So he is just about done subsoiling that field. So good job on him. And then we're going to be planting. I think that we will plant this field as a couple different crops, even though it is one still big field. We'll probably plant it as a few crops. That's kind of how we do it in real life. We cultivate fields that are adjacent to each other, you know, do the groundwork all together, since it's a lot easier driving the tractor. Then we plant them actually as separate fields. So I think the long rows are east to west, so we'll still probably plant it east to west, but we'll fit a few crops in there. If you didn't notice, 64 and 74 are both grass, so if we have time, we'll probably plow those up. We brought the trailer over here from the sheep and loaded up with seed and some fertilizer to get ready to go on the planter. We also bought another tractor because there were 3 of us on the server at one point when Sitting Here jumped on, and TCAP was also on. So as you can see, we bought the Lemkin nice little planter. This planter is pretty cool. It's got modular back end there. So right now we have the the drill hooked up to it. But if we head on over to the rest of our farm, you can see the just a minute while we run there. You can see the rest of the, so this is the seed discs that we will use for planting corn. It's pretty nice how it's modular like that. Also, well, while we're here, we bought the weeder and we bought a big sprayer, and probably bought too much, too large equipment. Case in point, we bought too large equipment for this size. This Lemkin packet has a really nice carrier system, but I forgot to anticipate how huge of a power requirement this actually takes. So if we cultivate, right now, as you saw, TCAP has one of those on the back of his subsoiler. He's running a combination pack. He has the subsoiler and then the cultivator on the back end. So it's subsoiling and then smoothing it out, getting ready to plant. But you can also, if our tractor had enough power, you can hook both of those up to this. So that's 4 meters. You can hook both of them up and it becomes an 8-meter section. So you can either do 8 meters of subsoiling, you can do 8 meters of cultivating, or you can do both together. But the power requirement, so this is a 200 horsepower a piece power requirement because it's realistic, right? So that would require a 400 horsepower tractor just to be able to pull it at all, plus the weight of the thing. These things are not light, so that's a lot of weight. And then if you want to smooth it out to plant it before, that's another 2. So that's like, you're looking like 600 horsepower to do it all, or to just do an 8-meter width subsoiling, you're looking at 450, 500 horsepower tractor requirement. But like I said, we didn't get rid of it because you can still hook it up for cultivating. So that's nice. I believe, let's check in on the animals. TCAP said that he was going to clean out the dirt. Yes. Oh, he didn't get to that yet. But they do need cleaned, so he could get to that. But, I mean, all the tractors are over here getting ready for the spring planting. So that is about the state of things. We did buy a fairly large combine. I wanted to stick with the Eastern Poland theme. So I think this is a Polish brand. well, I mean, this day and age, you can get pretty much any brand anywhere, but that's you know, that came out with the DLC last year, so I think it's kind of a Polish area tractor theme. So we combine, not tractor. So we got that, and the head is over there. That's the bean head. But the problem is that was so big it could not fit in any of our sheds. So we had to buy a placeable shed just for that. So that was fairly exciting. I think that just about wraps up this little episode. I'm not sure what else to show you that we already did. A lot of time passed because it did take quite a long time to get all the equipment over here on this side of the farm from the store. One other thing I should mention is that, oh, TCAP's collecting eggs. One thing I should mention is that we had to remove the manual attaching mod. Oh, see, and there's a nice little train going in the background. That's perfect. We had to remove the manual attaching mod because it just didn't have, you know, there were some glitches. I don't know what it was from. At first I thought it was the Limkin pack because the server froze right when we attached those to the tractor. But then the server froze when I went to attach this baler, or this bale trailer, to this tractor. It froze, and so I don't know why it was doing that, but ever since we removed the manually attaching mod, that issue has been solved. So that about wraps up our little state of the farm. Eventually I'll get back on here and we'll film some footage of me actually farming, but right now I wanted to keep you guys in the loop since we do have a couple other people on the server now. And yeah, that about does it for this episode. So thanks for watching, stay tuned, and until next time, guys, have a great time farming or whatever you're doing in your personal lives. Thanks. Bye.